that. I saw a picture before UFC 330 of you and Hunter Campbell and of your manager Lucas and Hunter Campbell. Can I ask what was discussed, what was agreed upon in that meeting?
I'm the next for the title.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
that's it.
New contract. The next one for the title. And let's go.
And you got a new contract.
Yeah.
Amazing. Congrats. Parabéns.
Thank you, brother. Thanks so much.
How many fights?
8 fights, I think.
Okay. And so he gave you the promise.
Sorry, 8. I think 8.
Okay. So they gave you the promise, and this was before the Islam fight, but you feel like you're next based on what he said.
Yeah.
So what's up with Michael Morales? Why does he think he's next?
Bro, I think he's gonna fight maybe, I don't know, Belal Muhammad or somebody, another fighter.
Okay.
But can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Is he going to stay at heavyweight?
He's going to stay at heavyweight. Yeah, that's the plan, man.
Are we going to see him again this year?
I hope so. Alex, man, he's like all the time after the fight, like when is next? He already, before the fight, he already planning the next fight. Hey, well, I can fight this fight. I can fight in August. He wants to fight all the time, and right now it's time we try to control him. Hey, man, take time, it's good to take a time too, you fought back to back for so long, and especially after this, but yeah, he wants to fight. If the fight happens, I think he'll be willing to, 100%. Alex always wanted to fight.
Do you have a preference as to who he comes back against?
No preference. We want something, just the thing. We want something that Alex is gonna fight. The plan with them is like, hey, because Alex is a huge name, an excited fighter to watch. He sells, and not just sell because he talks and promotes. He just sell because he fights. And get some fight they're gonna put him right to the title. Right back to the title, and for him, I think pretty much any fight, and I joke, I think after I say, hey, Alex, listen, head up, this is what happened. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's work with the mistake, come back, and maybe you get this fight. This guy is talking a lot of shit. Hackett, go over there, knock his ass out, and get back to the top and fight, and get the rematch.
That would be incredible.
That's what I say. Yeah, and I think it's a good fight for Alex. The guys is talking, and it's a good fight for Alex, man. Go over there and take him out of there. Do
you think that's the one they're going to book?
No, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know. This is what I say. Yeah, I say right there after the fight.
And then when I got cleared, we started training, and it fucking was a blast, man. Fucking helped me out a lot, adjustments, and then all the other guys, there's a lot of high-level guys there that I fought and that obviously are familiar with me. So it was just great to have guys that understand me, and being able to train with them and make adjustments together. It was fun, man. It kind of felt like it kind of re-sparked martial arts for me a little bit.
It did, eh? Yeah. How so? Did you lose it a little bit going into that fight with him, or explain that a little bit?
No, just bro, you've been fighting since a 15-year-old kid, you know what I mean? It's just once you get stagnant and you're just beating everyone up, it's not so fun no more. You know what I mean? When you get thrown in a room where it's bro, I could be exhausted and this take my head off, you know what I mean? Just not knowing, it makes me excited, I guess. And everyone out here, I'm feel great. We have my partners and my coaches, but it's kind of everyone's kind of been up and hurt, so everyone's trying to get better,
So like I said about Nasruddin, he's an amazing guy, bro. He was there, he helped me, he make the same game of Hernandez to help me.
And lately, he's a great referee. He refereed many of my fights, but I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like, this is my opinion, Hope didn't great guy, nothing against him, But the thing is, we all make mistakes, right? And it's time to, sometimes I feel like the guys need to take some time off, man. Some time to relax. So this guy's back to back, man. It's like he's one Friday somewhere, Thursday in another place, you know, and been referee many fights. It's just like it's burnt out. You burn out.
What did you want to do when you were a little kid? What was your dream?
I don't know, bro. Work with something like I could make a lot of money, you know. I never thought about to be like a athlete.
Never.
And then after my never. And after my first work, I saw how bad is work, like some hours per day, like with the boss and things like that, in the office or anywhere. And I'm scared to work, like I don't like to work. So that's why I become a fighter.
What was that job?
Say again?
That work that you're talking about, what was it?
First I work at like a flower store, you know, like I did deliveries to bring the flowers and things like that.
You didn't like that?
No, bro.
Why not? Why?
8 hours per day, work 8 hours per day, bro. I don't like.
Delivering flowers to people.
In Brazil, I like to say my mom, when I was a child, worked a lot, like at morning, afternoon, at night. She was a teacher, you know, and she worked a lot.
Honestly, the last 10 years, I don't listen to zero music.
Wow, okay. Do you watch any movies at all or shows?
Movies? Yeah, what the movies? Habib's watching. No, I show him. All my flight from Dubai to US, I translate. No, not Vikings.
Dexter? I'm kidding. Imagine if it's Dexter. I love Dexter. It's the best show. Dexter's top one. Peaky Blinders.
Yes.
You know, it's crazy. They were telling me to watch that, and I didn't watch it. Should I watch it?
Yeah.
It's good?
Yeah, it's good.
All right, well, if you say it's good, it's got to be good. Because
I still watching, like, I have a couple more.
Okay. So you like the show?
Yeah.
It's good.
Just like, I may not have said what Dean said when he said it, but I understand where it came from, especially not so much Jillian. I was a lot. I was the one that's probably gave him the most gray hairs. You know what I mean? Dealing with this and dealing with that in training camp and this and injuries and going around and opponents and shifting and timing and getting into it with the brass. And he was doing the Dana White looking for a fight show, right, with Dana and Sarah. But then I was going at it with Dana. I put him in a lot of weird positions, and it was very stressful for him. And I even apologized to him for some of the things that I could have left some of the dysfunctional things out of the camp and stuck to the greatness. And he said, no, it's all a part of it. And I felt like I needed to apologize to him. And I felt like it was more about how much it took for him to corner me than it was Jillian. Jillian's easy. She don't say much. She don't need much, right? But I'm just defensive over my people. And I reached out to him. And I just basically say, you need to keep my coach name out your mouth. And I didn't threaten him.
Congratulations on your huge win. Phenomenal performance. Won both rounds before and knocked him out bad in the third round. So, as we know, the UFC is not giving any bonuses in the Contender Series. But the family Dulatov is giving $5,000 bonus to Kaik Brito for this performance. Please, brother, contact me, send me your bank account, and we're gonna send you $5,000 today. And this is not a joke, I mean it's for real. And huge congratulations again. I think our princess is humbled now.
Chicos, ¿ustedes sabían que Tarin no es el apellido de Regina? No. O sea, yo te lo juro, o sea, ni siquiera me fijé ahora que saliste porque pues estaba como como loca, pero...
Ya sé.
Entonces, Regina, Tarin es nombre.
Tarin
es un nombre.
Es mi nombre.
Es tu
Mi mamá
nombre.
se llama también Tarin, Nadia Tarin.
Nadia Tarin es nombre.
Sí,
Ajá.
pero de hecho me pidieron en la UFC, me dijeron, ok, porque ellos también planeaban ponerme para todo Tarin.
Sí.
Porque todos piensan que es mi apellido.
Pues sí.
Y me dijeron, ok, te lo cambiamos. Y les dije, no. Ponme en el short, va tu apellido. Pero
Ajá.
no, yo les dije, ok, es mi nombre, pero ¿pueden ponerme como apellido? Sí, podemos. Y ya se quedó el Tarin y así va a ser, ¿ok?
Ya
es
eres
mi nombre.
Regina Tarin.
Así es. No, olvídense de los otros dos apellidos.
Olvídense. ok. Regina Tarin ya quedó.
Ya
Como
quedó.
Tu nombre de escenario, ¿no? Casi,
Sí,
casi
ya
como
es el nombre de pila.
Me encanta.